Welcome, all you fine people. Thank you so much for coming to the War Report here on Eagle Range. This has been a fantastic journey so far. Today was battle number 7. It was really lively out there tonight. Like, crazy amount of things lighting up on fire. Entire alliances moving to new territories. Everything was shifting. It was pretty crazy. So this was Saturday, January 20th, 2024. For those of you that have power, thank you so much for tuning in. For those of you that don't have power, I hope you join us after the fact and check this out on YouTube. The weather is still going to be an issue for the next week or so, so if you have people disappearing, don't be too harsh on them. Some of them don't have power. So I'm your host, Foglata of the Gashki tribe, and we're going to fly right on through this. Here you go. First up, key terms. Prestige is the value of the land that you own. Acclaim is the total amount of prestige that you earn across the course of the season. Renown is a change in your property value, whether it goes up or down. Triumphs is the end of season prize money we're all fighting for. Now, when we're looking at the upcoming events, pay attention. Sit straight. Here you go. Battle number 9, January 27th, 2024. That is the positioning round for the side capitals. If you are in Maoyang or Osteria, you have got to be on alert that day. That is when alliances, if they're not already in region, are going to be pushing in that region to try to lock down enough land to be able to siege that capital. Now, on January 23rd, 2024, that is the first time that we're going to see some rank 8 houses hit the market. Now, if they do achieve that rank 8 on that January 23rd, they have literally maxed out their house EXP every single day. You cannot have missed one day, not even one day, and still reach that goal. So yeah, well done to anyone that pulls it off. All right, let's go ahead and take a look at the war summary. Here you go. Battle number 7, we had 50 total houses. It went up from last time. Total of 17 alliances, 163 fiefs, 69,840 total prestige. In Maoyang, you had Deuce Volt with 73% versus 27% cohort, a total prestige of 14,950. There were a total of 42 fiefs fought over. In the Borderlands, you have 39,390 total prestige, total of 78 fiefs available. 27% is owned by cohorts, 18% by Hibernia. Vastator with 15%, Pendragon with 10%, and Maelstrom with 9%. Over in Osteria, they had 15,500 total prestige. Total feasts were 43. 38% is owned by cohorts. Inglorious with 31%. Deliverance with 15%. The Three Kingdoms with 9%. And Pendragon with 6%. Next up, we're going to slide on over to Osteria. Check out the action over there. This was what it looked like before the war. This is what it looked like after the war. Whole lot of things changed. Taking a look at the changes. Open Nanor got 11 fiefs. Pretty good for a first day on the field. Mortality with 3. Shockers with 2. I Kingdom with 1. Barbarians with 1. Varric Knights with 1. Noble 1. I Team 1. Cohort 6. And Continental with 4. Looking at the houses of Austeria, you have the Austerian Legion still holding on to 38% of the world. Open Nanor took that first place house slot with 2,700. That's 17%. Shockers with 2,100. Continental 1,650. Mortality with 750. I Team 750. Barbarian 750. I Kingdom 600. Noble with 150. And Varric Knights with 150. Moving on to the race for the capital city. There you have it. Inglorious is looking at 4,800. They have more than enough to enter that fight. And Deliverance is just underneath with 2,400. Get a couple more towns, maybe one more town, and they'll be in that. All right. Looking at the Rising Kingdoms, we did saw Hugo stat rise to 3. Crumbling Empires, nothing. Nothing burned today. Nothing went down. That's a good sign, guys. All right. So, free houses, 65%. Legion, 35%. We are sitting at a prosperity growth of 3,500. Average fort level is 3. Average town level is 3. Average village level is 1. I Kingdom leads the renown board with 150, tied with the I Team. Top fortified strongholds are Steinklepp at rank 5. Top growing village is Bergdorf at rank 4. Looking at the unit kit crafting scene, you have Steinklepp. Allows you to craft the Claymores and the Percival Royal Guard kits. If you're looking for siege crafting, you're going to the Freetowns. You have Freetown with well-made Scorpio, High Hillside with the well-made Mortar, and Hunting Lodges with well-made Culverin. Next up, we're going to cruise on over to Maoyang. This zone didn't quite have as much action, but we did see one major alliance formed, which pretty much unified the rest of the lane out there. Taking a look at the battles, there wasn't anything that changed hands, so nothing there. Looking at the houses of Maoyang, you have a 4,800 prestige for the Maoyang Legion. Vanguard leads the pack with 4,600 for the houses. Dauntless with 4,350. Midway Kings with 1,950. Now looking at the race for the Maoyang capital of Anling, you have Deuce Volt with 10,900 prestige. Now mark my words, this time next week, somebody will be marching into Maoyang to try to capitalize on some of that territory. So Deuce Volt is going to have to lock it down, put down their fortifications, and keep everyone out if they want to have hopes. Keep pushing that capital. All right, so Rising Kingdoms of Maoyang. We have Hexy and Kashgar. Both went up to 4. Looking at the Crumbling Empires, fortunately, we didn't see any. Looking at the regional prosperity, we have 78% free houses versus 22% Legion. Prosperity growth of 2,950. Average fort level of 4, average town level of 3, average village level of 1. And Midway King, I didn't get your level 5 in there. Yeah, I did. Now that was level 5. Yeah. Okay. So Renown Builders is 1,350 with the Dauntless. And then Vanguard with 1,150. Black Templars with 300. Top Fortified Stronghold is Nanlao, level 5. That was an accidental level up, I believe. We've all had that. Over in the Growing Village, Minbao with level 2. Tuhum with level 2. Alright, so unit kit crafting. Fortunately, that level up allowed for Dagger Axe Lancer kits and Grey Hair Garrison kits to be crafted. So there is actually unit kit crafting out there now. For Siegecraft, you're stuck at the trade colonies. You got the well-made Hwacha Air Launcher and well-made Mortar at Desert's Edge. Keef's Commune has a well-made cannon, well-made mortar. Nightingale Town with a well-made ballista, well-made mortar. Next up, we're going to cruise on over to the Borderlands. Now, I don't know what went down, but I think Vastator really had quite the party after them tonight. Because holy crap, that was a lot of people attacking everything they own all night long. So there you go. North versus South. Or, I'm sorry, versus after. So you have the before and after there. Alright, looking at the changes. Dauntless gained 1. Stack 3 gained 4. Vanguard with 6. Barbarians with 1. Black Templars with 2. Mark with 1. Muramasa with 1. Initiative with 1. Savages with 1. Khan with 2. Varric Knights with 1. Cohorts with 1. Atlas with 1. And Lionheart with 1. Looking at the south end, it was a little quieter, but there's still quite a bit of changes. So that's the before. This is the after. Looking at the changes, you had Homegrown with 3, Undying Wolves with 1, Birds of Prey with 2, Savages with 1, Notoriety Club with 2, Cohorts with 1, Chosen Ones with 1, Initiative with 1, Sea Serpents with 2, and Here with 1. Looking at the houses of the Borderlands Legion currently owns 24% of the world with 9,490. Coming in first for the houses, we have Goshkia with 3,575. Followed by Compensation with 3,510. Immortal QC 2,340. Monarch 1,950. Vanguard 1,950. Odin 1,885. Goshkia Dub 1,755. The Notoriety Club 1,560. Barbarians 1,365. Stack 3 with 1,040. Homegrown 975, Chosen Ones 975, Lawless 975, Black Templars 975, Undying Wolves 975, Varric Knights 780, Dauntless with 585, Con 390, Birds of Prey 390, Initiative 390, Savages 390, Sea Serpents 390, Lionheart 195, Muramasa 195, Here 195, and Atlas with 195. Alright, next up. Taking a look at that race for the capital, we now have 5 alliances in the running, technically 4, but the Borderlands Legion could be stacked up against Deuce Volt, who owns pretty much the entire eastern region. They have 13,435. Hibernia, which we won't be fighting it, 7,215. Vastor with 5,850. Pendragon, 4,995. And Inglorious, 4,800. Alright, looking at the Rising Kingdoms in the Borderlands, we had Whalewind rise to 6, Kochi to 3, Shotgun to 4, and Fujian to 5. Looking at Crumbling Empires, we saw Zanwu finally fall to 1. It was holding on for dear life, but it finally crumbled. Looking at the overall Borderlands regional prosperity, you have a 91% free houses versus 9% Legion, 10,985 prosperity growth. Average fort level is 2, average town level is 3, average village level is 1. Goshkia leads the Renowned Borders with 1,365, Compensation in second with 845, Mortality with 585, Midway Kings 585, Lawless 390. Top fortified strongholds are Bridia and Karalik at rank 7. Top growing villages are Varula, Hafren, Erluf, and Haran at rank 2. Looking to craft some unique hits, over at Bridia you can get the Chevalier, Zyhander, Hurskirl, and Percival Royal Guard kits. Karalik has the Keshigs, Zyhander, Kriegsbrüder, and Percival Royal Guard kits. Whalewind with the Yanya Do, Queen's Knight, Kriegsbrüder, and Percival Royal Knights kits. Fujian with the Crescent Monks, Percival Royal Guard kits. And then Sobek with the Azap and Halberd Sergeant kits. Alright, next up, Siege Crafting. Over at Bridia, you can craft the optimal Scorpios, well-made well-made Grapeshot Cannon, and well-made Culverins. At Karalik, optimal Ballistas. Kings Valley, well-made Grapeshots. No Man's Town, well-made Ballista, well-made Mortar. Old Prospect, well-made Grapeshot Cannon, well-made Watch Air Launcher. Shaman's Hill, well-made Grapeshot Cannon, well-made Ballista. Win with a well-made cannon. Fujian with a well-made Grapeshot Cannon. And then Sobek with a well-made cannon. Alright, that brings us around to our raffle. There you go. Go ahead and type in CB if you'd like to win 20 unit EXP cards. Chuck Nasty, I'd really like that. I would love to buy this game from the devs, be able to turn it around, make it something great for all y'all. Alright. Get those CBs in there. Alright, we got 23 of you in there. Alright. Yes, I love this game. It is my favorite game. Pretty much, I'm pretty sure it's my favorite game of all times, honestly. But, I don't know. I really enjoy playing it. I look forward to logging in every day. It's good fun. Alright, I think that's it. Let's go ahead and roll it. Congratulations to Patner. Good seeing you, buddy. You are tonight's winner. I will shoot you the code after the stream. Be sure that you have Twitch messaging turned on so I can send you a private message. Alright, next up we're going to take a look at the rankings. right, most prestigious fiefs. Level 7, we have Bridia Kerlik. Level 6 is Wellwyn. Level 5 is Nanlau, Fujan, Sobek, and Steinklip. 2,813 hours in the game. Are you looking at my Steam page? Because if so, that's my alt. House rankings. You got Open and Nor, new house to Eagle Range, 2,700. Taking a look at the fief race, we have the level 7 houses of Vanguard, Dauntless, Gashkia, Barbarians, Shockers, Monarch, Midway Kings, Odin, Continental, the Notoriety Club, Stack 3, Homegrown, Lawless, Mortality, Eye Kingdom, Savages, and Durandon, Vigilantes, and Gaia. Looking at level 6, Immoral QC, Chosen Ones, Undying Wolves, I-Team, Khan, Initiative, Murmasa, Here, Thoys, Saphira, Speak, and Death Guard. House level 5, we have Compensation, Gashki Dub, Black Templars, Atlas, Lionheart, Noble, Partisans, The Fallen, Valeria, and Soda. Alright, looking at the population changes tonight, we saw Birds of Prey gain 8 more, Stack 3 with 6 more, Eye Kingdom with 5, Dauntless with 5, Gashki Dub with 5, Sea Serpents with 5. Population decline, we saw I-Team lose 8, Undying Wolves lost 7, and Midway Kings lost 7. Looking at the Rising Kingdoms, here we go. Top gains. Open and Nor entered the field for the first time with 11 new fiefs. Vanguard with 5, Notoriety Club with 2, Barbarians with 2, Homegrown with 2, Shockers with 2, Birds of Prey with 2, Sea Serpents with 2, Initiative with 2, and Dauntless with 1. Over on the biggest losses, we saw Compensation lose 12, Thoys lost 7, Atlas lost 6, Eye Kingdom lost 4, Lawless lost 4, Saphira lost 2, I-Team lost 2, Murmus lost 2, Undying Wolves lost 2, and Immortal QC lost 2. Lost 1, actually. Sorry, my bad. First place, we have Vanguard, Deuce Volt, 6,550 prestige. Level is 7, Tong Tong's Liege. Population is 100. Seasonal claim of 24,125. Renown of 1,150. Property value of 295 triumphs. In second place, we have Dauntless of Deuce Volt with 4,935. Level is 7. Tanavas's of Liege. Population is 99. Seasonal claim of 21,315. Renown of 1,350. Property value of 240 triumphs. Third place, we have Gashkia of Hibernia with 3,575. Level is 7, Foglata's Liege. Population is 98. Seasonal claim of 16,185. Renown of 1,365. Property value of 165 triumphs. Next up in fourth place, we have Compensation of Vassator with 3,510 prestige. Level is 5, Monarchs is a Liege. Population is 47. Seasonal claim of 26,250. Renown of 845. Property value of 135 triumphs. In fifth place, we have Open and Nor with Inglorious with 2,700 prestige. Level is 2, Death is the Liege. Population is 47. Seasonal claim of 2,700. Or Renown of 0, property value of 115 triumphs. In sixth place, we have Immortal QC of Vassator with 2,340 prestige. Level is 6. Diablo kills the Liege. Population is 99. Seasonal claim of 11,310. Renown of negative 195. Property value of 90 triumphs. Next up in 7th place, we have Barbarians of Pendragon with 2,115 prestige. Level is 7. Ferodicris is the Liege. Population is 94. Seasonal acclaim of 5,490. Renown of 0. Property value of 100 triumphs. In 8th place, we have Shockers of Inglorious with 2,100 prestige. Level is 7, Yada's a Liege. Population is 100. Seasonal acclaim of 15,585. Renown of 390. Property value of 110 triumphs. In ninth place, we have Midway Kings of Deuce Volt with 1,950 prestige. The level is 7. LK is a liege. Population is 88. Seasonal claim of 10,190. Renown of 585. Property value of 85 triumphs. Bringing up that 10th place slot, we have Monarch of Pendragon with 1,950 prestige. The level is 7. Eric the Penguin's liege. Population is 89. Seasonal claim of 8,540. Renown of 195. Property value of 70 triumphs. That brings us around to our top 30. Go ahead and check it out. See what you think. Alrighty, moving on, we have the top historical acclaim board. Vanguard is just driving this gap between them and Durandon even further. They're now up 50,000. Durandon's in second. Moving into that 4th place slot is Gaia with 100,435. Notoriety Club is cruising right up this board with 89,525. Koshki Dub sitting back at number 6 with 79,320. 8th place has Homegrown with 74,675. Then over there in that top 20, you got a lot of houses that are cruising right up this board pretty quickly. I suspect we're going to see a few more. There are some new houses over there on the right side that are just running right up this, like Dauntless. I suspect they're going to be in the top 20 by the end of the season. All right, so looking at the next lineup, we have the top builders. Gashkia with 1,365. First place, and then Dauntless in second with 1,350. Vanguard 1,150. Compensation 845. Midway Kings 585. Mortality 435. Shockers 390. Lawless 390. Odin 260. Mark with 195. Now comes the fun stuff. The Morgue. Midway Kings with the big S has 390 total acclaim, and then Vancouver 195. Aside from that, I'm actually really surprised. Week 7 and week 5, we've only had 2 houses disappear from the board, and these 2 I'm pretty sure are still alive. They're just not taking territory right now. So usually we see like 10, 15 by now. So that's just really good. All right, so looking at the alliance rankings, first up we're going to take a look at those free agents. We still have a few left if you're trying to fill those last seats in your alliance. Black Templars, a really strong house, 935. Savages, they've been doing some good work with 390. Lionheart, 195. Murmasa, 195. Never write them off, they will bite you. And then Noble with 150. All right, looking at alliance changes, we saw Lionheart depart Damned, which means that they will be eligible pick up for an alliance this time next week. Midway Kings join Deuce Volt, and then Varric Knights join Pendragon. Looking at alliance movers and shakers, and Glorious gain 13 fiefs. Deuce Volt with 6, Maelstrom with 5, Pendragon with 4, Animal Kingdom with 2, Deliverance with 2, and No Evil with 1. Big sauces of the night, Vassator lost 13, the Three Kingdoms lost 12, Ebony Ivory lost 8, Shadowfall Legion lost 2, Khan lost 1, and Revenant lost 1. Looking at the top 10 alliances, we have Deuce Volt in the first place slot, 13,435 prestige. Seasonal claim of 55,630. Renown of 3,085. Property value of 620 triumphs. Population is 287. Vanguard is the lead with Dauntless and Midway Kings at their side. Second place is Hibernia with 7,215 prestige. Seasonal claim of 34,125. Renown of 1,625. Property value of 310 triumphs. Population is 292. Gashki is the lead with Odin and Gashki Dub at their side. In third place, we have Vassator with 5,850 prestige. Seasonal claim of 37,560. Renown of 650. Property value of 225 triumphs. Population is 146. Immortal QC is the lead with compensation at their side. Next up in that fourth place slot, we have Pendragon with 4,995 prestige. Seasonal claim of 17,885. Renown of 130. Property value of 195 triumphs. Population is 215. Barbarians is the lead with Monarch and Varric Knights at their side. Alright, in 5th place we have Inglorious with 4,800 prestige. Seasonal claim of 21,135. Renown at 390. Property value of 275. Population is 244. Shockers is the lead with Open Nanor and Durandon at their side. Next up in 6th place, we have Maelstrom with 3,510 prestige. Seasonal claim of 17,555. Renown of 45. Property value of 125 triumphs. Population is 249. The Notoriety Club is the lead with Homegrown and Chosen Ones at their side. Next up in 7th place, we have Shadowfall Legion with 2,405 prestige. Seasonal claim of 24,520. Renown of 390. Property value of 90 triumphs. Population is 284. Stack 3 is elite with Lawless and Initiative at their side. Next up in 8th place, we have Deliverance with 2,400 prestige. Seasonal claim of 32,575. Renown of negative 115. Property value of 210 triumphs. Population is 292. Guy is elite with Continental Immortality at their side. Next up in 9th place, we have Animal Kingdom with 1,755 prestige. Seasonal claim of 7,800. Renown of 0. Property value of 60 triumphs. Population is 188. Undying Wolves is elite with Birds of Prey and Sea Serpents at their side. Next up, cruising into that 10th place slot, slipping in before the wire, we have none other than the Three Kingdoms. 1,545 prestige. Seasonal claim of 12,120. Renown of 300. Property value of 70 triumphs. Population is 221. Kingdom is elite with I-Team and Atlas at their side. That brings us around to our seasonal claim board. Deuce Volt with 55,630, claiming the first place slot. Vacitor with 37,560. Hibernia with 34,125. Deliverance 32,575. Shadowfall Legion 24,520. Inglorious 21,135. Pendragon 17,885. Maelstrom 17,555. The Three Kingdoms 12,120. Revenant with 8,735. Animal Kingdom 7,800. Ebony Ivory 7,130. No Evil with 3,900. Khan with 2,210. Woodcutters Union with 390. The Punishment with 195. And Damned with 0. Alright, sinking into that historical acclaim board. Here we go. Maelstrom is closing in on Foundation. They possibly could pass them this season. It would be a struggle, but they could possibly pull it off. But they would have a long way to go. I think next season they would have a better shot. Deuce Volt, however, they're cruising up this board. They might actually pass Maelstrom if they continue course. Hibernia's just kind of chilling. We're just going to be sitting there. Revenant, they're still alive and kicking. They could, yeah, they'll be passing the Lost Legion here probably in a week. Looking at Ebony and Ivory, they're not as active as they were, but they're still moving up this board. I suspect probably 2 weeks before they pass Camelot. No Evil with 51,130. They are always a constant in this. Since season 1, they've always been here. Vacitor is cruising up this list rather rapidly. I suspect they'll be in the top 15 in another week or so. Whole lot of players over there on the right half of the board. They're all sliding up. All right, so looking at casualties of alliances, we've seen 2. The Round Table and Yakuza both disappeared in the night. Round Table, I believe, is completely folded. Yakuza still exists, but hasn't shown any action recently. All right, looking at the place where you can get all the information, gsch.info/war report. That's the site that I built. It's the Conqueror's Blade Hub. I have all the information there for you for safekeeping. I look forward to seeing you guys again on Tuesday. You all have a great weekend. Go do something fun. Enjoy the electricity if you still got it. And I will see you on the flip side. Have a good one, everyone.